Hello YouTubers, this is number 2 of what was in the package. For those who recall, I did the Lee Power Grip shell holder, which when used with Lee components, a primer, hand primer or bench primer, works fine. This product is the one I was really interested in and just happened to pick the other one up because the shipping charge was more expensive than that product was. But this product, and I got this from Midway. As soon as I ordered it, Midway sent me an email saying we might have mixed up our product numbers, so we might be sending you the wrong one. I ordered the only one that was in stock, and this product comes in 3 flavors. And it looks like this is the actual one I wanted. So when I went to, I've been watching this product for a while now, and its package got a little beat up. I don't know off the top of my head what bullet seating micrometer heads for dies cost, so probably right about now I'll throw in a few ranges. I'll overlay the video with a few ranges from, some of the top names. Suffice to say, none of them are this least expensive. This is $15. And what this particular micrometer adjust screw does, let's open it up, is this is apparently compatible with any Lee bullet seating die, which is great investment protection. Again, back to, I'm a fan of Lee. So the idea behind this is to take, and I will do that, is to take, and it looks like it's aluminum. Yes, mostly aluminum. It looks like that's probably steel in there. So aluminum body, anodized black with some steel up top. The idea behind this, and again, for the price of this, $15. So it turns any, whoops, there goes the camera. Camera's always in the way, always in the way. And we're gonna do this on, that's 3, wait. Where? All right, we're gonna try this out. All right, so here's my 223 setup. And one of the biggest dings Lee takes is on their bullet seating. Me personally, I don't have any issues. So there are 2 settings that I like. Naturally, the camera's going to be in the way of all of this. There are 2 bullets that I like to use for 223. 55 and 77 grain. So here we have 55 grain, and here we have 77. So I keep a finished cartridge, spent primer. I keep a finished cartridge of each because the 77 grain does not seat as far down into the neck as the 55. Otherwise I'd have pressure issues. So what I do is I'll put my dies in my press. I'll take my seating die and I'll turn it way up. Then I'll seat one of, depending on what I'm loading, one of these, and then I'll turn it down until it touches the top of the bullet. And then give it another 1/8 turn. And then after my first one, I'll check it to make sure I'm within tolerance. That's my ghetto methodology for seating a bullet in 223. Now, this setup this is essentially that in a micrometer. So I'm going to assume I can take this all the way out. Very nice. And I'd probably just start it like that at, where is 0? There is 0, 0. So I'm going to assume, and again, I said these were in 3 sizes. The one that was in stock, according to Midway, was the large caliber rifle. So I can't use 223. I'll have to use something else. So I ordered the large caliber, hoping that when it came in, it would be not large caliber. God, I wonder if I could get away with using the large caliber on the not large caliber, because at the end of the day, you know, who cares? I'm going to think the only difference is the circumference there. So we're going to cheat. We're going to use the large die, the large caliber, and we're going to tinker around with this. Because the reality is, that's what's going to happen. And so that's going to lock the bullet in place. Yeah, I think that might work. We're going to find out. Okay, so the idea behind this, and as I said, there were 3 sizes: pistol, large rifle, and rifle. So this looks like the large rifle, and I don't see anything on here that distinguishes it as large rifle. Again, maybe the only difference is the circumference. And I wonder how low this will let me go. Okay, so hang on one sec. All right, so this seats all the way down to that, and then it looks like, so we've got that, so it looks like I'm going to come up to right about there, and I don't know if that, so we're going to find out. We'll know immediately. We'll know immediately. Let's see where this tops out at. Yep, too short. All right, so that's a bummer. Today is baton zero for, you know, successful implementation of product. So this will go back to my original assessment of, that's for powder. And that will go back in here. But the beauty, actually, let me put it in so you can see it. The beauty of this product for $15 is to take any Lee bullet seating for the appropriate cartridge size, large caliber versus standard, and to be able to, instead of doing a little janky jank, to be able to take a measurement, a particular measurement, and these are in 10/100 thousandths, so each of these is 1,000th of an increment, to take this and put it in any bullet seating die, and it looks like they have flats here so that you can wrench it in. don't think you'd need anything beyond hand tighten and then wrench it. It looks like, what size is that? A little bigger than 5/8. So we would wrench that down, and then we would seat our bullet and set it and forget it. Figure out where your setting was, do your testing, and now you have a high-end, higher-end, micrometer-based seating die for $15. Thank you, Lee. That's some innovative stuff there. You show me anywhere online, and again, I'm going to go, as soon as I'm hitting the off button on this recorder, I will go look up the prices of, and I want to say there's a few companies that make this type of adapter, so you don't have to buy the whole die. You can just buy, I think Hornady's one of them, if I'm not mistaken, I'll double check, where you can buy the micrometer portion to put on any of the dies. And any might be within question mark, because I'm not going to say it's universal to all of them. I think that was like that. Pretty certain it was. Yes. Makes no sense for it to be flat. All right, so that in my book is a win type of product. So to be able to, you know, simply unscrew the adjusting screw, verify the bullet seating plug is installed, screw the micrometer body back into the bullet seating die, finger tight, rotate the thimble clockwise until the bullet is seated in the case. Measure your cartridge overall length, adjust the cartridge length to the desired length by turning, and it is in 1/1000th of an increment. If you wish to duplicate the seating depth, record your measurement to easily return to the future. Compatible with this style of bullet seating plug. I don't know if that's a, let me pull out my 308. So let's get rid of my 223 setup here. And pull out the 308 to see if the plug is different, because maybe the plug for a small rifle is different than a large rifle. And that is 308. Because there is my 308 sample bullet. All right, so let's see what my cedar plug looks like on this one. No, kind of looks like that. Compatible with this style of bullet seating. So that's unfamiliar to me, so I don't know what to say there. And that is my powder. So we will continue to tinker, because I will be getting a 223 version of this. And again, since this, well, you know what? Let's give this a try now, because this is the large caliber that I would be using it with. So let's see if that works. Let me set things up on the bench for the press and YouTube. So we are not manufacturing ammunition. We are setting a depth setting. That is all we are doing. Let's take this all the way back. To we're at 0. We're going to screw this in. Then we're going to see if it still fits in the case. Looks like it. All right, so we're calling that finger tight. I'll put it in the press. Again, YouTube, we are not manufacturing ammunition. There's no primer. There's no powder. This is an empty case with a head on it. All we are doing is simply testing to ensure that this will be seated by this particular die. So we're going to go in and we're going to see how. Okay, so that we are in with no resistance. I'm going to start turning this down and see what I hit. And we just hit the top of the bullet. You can see this raises just ever so slightly. So we are at the top of the bullet. And my setting is going to be 441. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to 441 and see if I get the exact same measurement. There is 441. And we should see the same lift. You know, this lift. The reason you're seeing the lift right now is because touching the base there. The empty cartridge will prevent that. See that? Nice. All right. So now this method allows me to say, all right, for a particular powder, a particular group, a particular whatever, I need to set it to whatever setting. So for that, for my standard 150 grain bullet with whatever powder, I'd have to check my recipe. I'm seated to 441. Very cool. This one's a winner. Again, $15. Come on, folks. That's crazy cool. Good stuff. I'll call that my thumbnail. This product is a winner. The large caliber, or let me just say the micrometer adjustment screw. So removing this particular turn by measurement, meaning turn, measure, to a graduated thousandths of an inch micrometer screw adjustment seating for any Lee die. So you now turn a lower end die into a much higher end in terms of replicating your bullet seating based on whatever your formula is. That's a winner. $15, folks.